Trigger warning for domestic violence. Am I the asshole for showing my sister the same amount of care she showed me when my ex-boyfriend turned out abusive? My older sister Anna has always been opinionated and judgmental. She sees the world in black and white and barely shows empathy towards people, even her own family, unless they're exactly like her. She doesn't agree with my choices, can't understand that I want kids, and be a stay-at-home mom. She doesn't just understand, she critiques it every turn she gets, to the point my husband can't stand her and has banned her from our house, and we don't allow our kids to spend time with her. I've never liked her, and the highest point of me not liking her was back when I was in college. I got in a relationship with Rob. I thought he was perfect. He seemed kind of funny, attentive. I won't get into words, but that relationship went from good to absolutely terrible. It only stopped when I called the cops on him and he was arrested, and I finally had the courage to leave and tell my family and friends. When I told Anna, I'm sure you can guess her reaction. She had no sympathy and asked why I haven't seen the signs. She was sure I was ignoring them and have the hot bad boy boyfriend, and said, look where it's gotten me. I didn't argue with her. Frankly, I was just tired. I told her when she gets in an abusive relationship to never call, since the only thing I would do is just laugh at her. Oof. I've stopped trying with her and just focus on my husband, kids, and my 2 other sisters. Now on to the present. Anna's husband of 7 years put his hands on her a couple days back. I don't know the full story, but basically they were arguing and he ended up slapping her mid-fight as well as calling her horrible names. She left and went to her parents, and they called the cops on her behalf, and he was arrested. My dad told me this and asked me to bake something for her to cheer her mood up, and I told him no. I told him that I'm not going to show care to that woman. I mean, she has our parents and her dog. What more could she need? It was on a call and I guess on loudspeaker, since Anna freaked out and started yelling at me. I told her again, why should I care for a woman that ignored bad signs and got in a relationship with a bad man just because he was a doctor? She was hysterical, and I cut the phone because her voice alone irritates me. My mom called me and said I need to sympathize with her and she won't talk to me till then. I just said fine. If she's willing to cut me, then she's cutting my husband and kids for a woman that barely visits them when she lives only 30 minutes away. My parents haven't talked to me since, and I honestly don't know if I'm wrong. I'm tired of being the one that's understanding and nice to her when I'm the freaking youngest and she can't spare a bit of empathy. Am I the asshole?
Oh, this one's bad.
This one is bad.
I'm gonna say a little bit. I don't think anybody deserves anything like that ever. Like, no matter how unsympathetic you are, no matter how much you misunderstood, I don't think it's, like, fair to be like, karma. I don't know.
I think OP is thinking, karma.
Yeah. This is like one of those situations that I just don't.
Just shitty all around.
It is shitty, and no one deserves that. So.
Maybe everyone sucks here.
Yeah.
Like, you don't owe that person anything, but at the same time, I feel like you are lacking your empathy out of spite, which may be justified. But shit.
I think it's different than like being cheated on and then like or doing the cheating and then being cheated on. That's like a different type of like emotional roller coaster. But
it's still pretty fucked up. She got in an abusive relationship and her sister says that's what you get for wanting the bad boy boyfriend. I mean, it's not just being cheated on. If you think about it that way too, when it happened to her the first time, it wasn't like her boyfriend just cheated on her and that's what you get for getting the bad boy. She got domestic violence done against her too. Like,
that's what I mean. Like, it's worse.
Yeah.
Are we on the same page here?
Or? I don't know. I feel like you're talking about the second situation of saying it's not like she just got cheated on. Like, OP should have sympathy, right? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying she should have sympathy. I'm just...
But you're talking about OP, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm trying to take what you're saying and put it to the first situation of when it happened to OP.
Yeah.
Not when it happened to the sister.
No, the sister was definitely out of line to be like, you asked for this, basically. Like,
Yeah.
you were dating a bad boy. You should have known.
Exactly.
That's disgusting to say.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know, like, I don't think OP should have sympathy for her. I just think maybe, like, what she said could have been not, like, I don't think you should want your sister to be abused.
I don't think she said that. She didn't say, I hope you get stuck with somebody abusive.
Actually, she did.
No, she said.
She did.
No.
I told her when she gets in an abusive relationship to never call, since the only thing I do to her is laugh at her.
Right.
That's messed up.
But you said that she said, I hope you get in an abusive relationship. She just said, if and when.
No. She said, when you do.
Don't call me.
I think that's like a little bit different for me. That's a little too much. Everyone's sexier for me.
I feel like it's really messed up, but I can't fault her because I think it was warranted. But I think it's all messed up. It's like an eye for an eye situation here.
Yeah, but it's also like you shouldn't fight fire with fire.
Right. That's fire with fire is an eye for an eye.
Is that the same thing? But they say don't fight fire with fire. That's a saying.
Right, and they also say an eye for an eye.
They don't say not an eye for an eye. They say don't fight fire with fire.
Right, because the whole world burns down. An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind.
Oh, is that a saying?
Yes.
Oh, you never heard that saying before? No, I haven't.
Top comment, not the asshole. She can't just not give care and empathy and want the same back. Treat people how you want to be treated, but also treat people with the same respect you have for yourself. She didn't have either of that. So if your parents want to deal with that, let them and focus all your energy on your family.
Yeah.
It's the golden rule, like treat other people the way that you want to be treated. And I
agree.
When you fail to uphold that, don't be surprised when people don't want to treat you the way that they want to be treated. I don't know if I said that right. You treat people like shit. Don't be surprised when people treat you the way you treated them.
Fair.
The way that you treat people will come back to you. That's what I feel like that's the true meaning behind karma is like, may not be the exact person or something, but you steal from somebody and somebody will probably steal from you in the future. I don't know.
What goes around comes around.
Bam. Look at that. Teresa said something witty.
Well, that's karma. That's like the definition of karma.
Yeah, I know.
What goes around comes around.
You guys are gonna have to applaud Teresa in the comments.
Why? I don't need a pity applause.
Because you never say anything like that.
What?
You never.
Wow.
I guess that's a little bit different from an analogy. That's a saying, not an analogy.
That was not an analogy.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Okay, bro. I'm moving on.
Good. Back to me?
No, you just went.
Oh, yeah. My bad.